Okay, either I'm being paranoid, or as soon as I got into the car and my mom's radio was playing, because right now she's trying to play our music, and this car, which happens to be 10 years old, is kind of a piece of shit, not gonna lie. But we're not talking about the car. We're talking about the specific song on the radio, and either I'm being paranoid, or it was playing one of the exact same songs from the movie. Then again, I'm gonna have to double check the soundtrack, so I could be just paranoid, and if it wasn't obvious, I just got out of seeing Final Destination Bloodlines, which would be Final Destination 6, although she didn't see it with me. I didn't drag her to see this, which I think ought to be famous. I know she technically have seen all 5 movies, surprisingly. I didn't think she'd seen them, despite her not being a fan of horror movies. Wait, are you sure you saw all 5?
Yeah.
What got you to check them out in the first place?
Intrigue.
Right then. This, you probably didn't see this one. But yeah, I didn't just see this in a regular format. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even planning on seeing it in the specific format. I saw it in IMAX. I know I'm a big fan of IMAX, but I wasn't planning on seeing this movie in IMAX. But since, you know, we were running late, the only showtime I could catch around this area was 10 o'clock, and that happened to be in IMAX format. But since I'm recording this, I can confidently say that I survived Final Destinations in IMAX. But okay, now my thoughts. I know this week I'd done movie reactions on all, give me a second. Oh god, I have a runny nose. I've been sneezing all day. I sneezed 19 times earlier, and just now I sneezed 5 times. Jesus Christ me, but sorry. I need something to blow my nose. Do we have tissues in here? I have no idea. What? Make that 6 times. Dad, whatever you got. Oh god. Oh. That's it. That's 8 times. Dad, whatever the hell whatever you passed on to me, I now have it, because Dad was. Hold on. Cucumber. I'm gonna see if that shit actually works. Cucumber. If you understand the reference, if you know, you know. Cucumber. Oh my god. Hang on. I thought I saw a napkin down here. I know it's on the floor, but I'm gonna use it. I don't care. Oh yeah, perfect. There's more napkins. Okay. I don't care if I was on the floor. I need to blow my nose. Holy shit. Oh, you can see through the reflection. Okay, well, I hope you're entertained. Oh my, ew, god damn it. Excuse my language. Oh my god. Okay, I think I should be good. I'm sorry. Either I'm slightly sick, or, yeah, I don't know what else. I'm probably slightly sick. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna try not to make this long, because I only have 49 minutes left. So, let's try to make this 20 minutes, shall we? But, alright then. So, yeah, this past week, I had watched the Final Destination movies for the first time. I even done movie reactions, unfortunately. Some of them are blocked on YouTube due to WB. So, you may most likely see them around October. Now, I mean, you might see them now, I don't know, but you might see them in October. And I'll probably just get my reactions on just the kills only. I don't know, we shall see. I was thinking about just doing another video to make up for my movie reactions for not, being public and blocked on YouTube. So, the video will be just me talking about my thoughts on all movies, including number 6, even though I'm going to pretty much talk about mostly 6 in this review. So, alright, so yeah. I'm a newcomer into this. I'm not a long-time fan. I have only been aware of this series 5 years ago when I watched Dead Meat's kill counts on all 5 movies. So, I technically knew spoilers for most of them. I didn't think I was ever going to check them out, but you know what? I should probably, if I remember thinking that I'm not going to watch that, I'm going to end up watching it somehow, one way or another. It's similar to how I wasn't interested in watching Game of Thrones, and somehow I ended up checking that out, and I'm 3 seasons in, I'm still recovering from the wed wedding, because, oh my God, I did not sign up for this shit. But more importantly, I didn't sign up for this shit either with Final Destination. But okay, so once I went into this movie, I knew what to expect. Besides knowing certain story points and spoilers here and there, yeah, I knew that. Is Final Destination going to be added to 3 specific movies that I don't F with, which would be Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Smile or Terrifier? Because those movies, like, I'm a fan of scary movies, but those 3 that I just named, I've met my match with them. They are the ones that scare me the most. Leatherface, if I ever see him running at me with a goddamn chainsaw, I'm hauling ass. If I ever see Art the Clown, I'm also gonna haul ass. And if I see, I don't know what I'm gonna do about the Smile entity. I don't ever want to catch the Smile curse, because it's just, if you've seen the movies, you know what happens. You know what happens, so. Yeah, and I know the Smile movies are not taken too seriously, but for me personally, I just don't like creepy smiles. I just don't. But for Final Destination, after watch 5, well now 6 movies, yeah, I'm a little 50-50. I'm like, okay, I'm not sure. You kind of are like, okay, Final Destination franchise, you kind of are almost on the same page here, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, I could be paranoid after watching these movies. Like, for example, I may never go on a plane again, or I may never go on a roller coaster again, or I may never want to see a truck full of logs in front of me if my mom's driving on the highway. Because if you've seen Final Destination 2, you know what I'm talking about. Or I may never want to go on a racetrack or go on a bridge, because a freak accident could happen. If I ever have a premonition, I could cheat death, but then I'm gonna die anyways, because death doesn't like it when you cheat death. Your death will cut. There's no escaping death, which, oh god, I definitely need to talk about the endings, because that's now having to, like, 6 movies in, I now know something that pisses me off, and I'm like, yeah, no, these movies, like, I don't know, anyway, so, right, so yeah, I watched all 5 movies in preparation for number 6, and let me talk about a theory I had thought randomly, because I was just thinking in my head, and I'm like, oh my god, I might be onto something. And it was just, because I remember something in the trailer, where, so yeah, if you've seen the trailer, one of the characters named Iris, who's a grandmother to one of the main characters, had a premonition, and this is in the opening scene. I don't want to give away spoilers, then again, I might drop spoilers later, so if you're not seeing the movie, I'll put a spoiler warning. So, right now, I'm not like, it's not like a big spoiler, this is kind of in the opening scene, of the movie, where they go to what I thought is the Space Needle, but it's the Sky View. I'm not sure if that's an actual thing, because to me, that is just a Space Needle to me in the 1960s. I don't know. I'd have to double check on Google or something, but right. So in her premonition, she saw that everyone was dying on the Space Needle in brutal ways, but obviously that was in the premonition, but she prevented all that, and everyone in that building survived. She saved a lot of lives that night, but Death was not happy about that and went out to get rid of them one by one. And I'm gonna watch the movie. I think it may have just confirmed my theory I just thought randomly. I don't know if I'm the only one that thought about this theory. There's probably someone else that thought of this too, but so in the movie, slight spoiler, one of the characters is explaining about, like, everyone, like, the grandmother has a book of what to watch out for possible deaths, because you can either die, there's many ways to die in a house or die in a hospital. There's many ways to die in general, anywhere. Nowhere is safe. But still though, there's like she put up a wall of like a timeline with red tape indicating of everybody that was there and all the bloodlines, because like, I think the title Bloodlines has a deeper meaning than you think, because the theory I thought of is that what if everyone there, like, you know how we've been following like different characters from the first 5 movies? What if they're descendants of like whoever was there at the Sky View, and Death has just been killing them one by one? been taking death a long time leading up to, like, okay, I've killed Alex, Claire, and all these high schools on a freaking airplane, Flight 180. I've killed these people on a highway. I've killed these people on a freaking roller coaster. I've killed these people on a racetrack. I've also killed these people on a bridge, which I did first before going to one Flight 80, which you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say. Basically, death is just, like, he's been busy for the past few years. Just like, okay, this is a lot of work killing these people. Okay, I'm all caught up. Now it's time to get rid of these peeps. So, prepare to die, folks, because I'm gonna kill the old guy with a lawnmower, and then I'm gonna kill this person with a wear machine that is in the hospital, and then, ooh, I'm gonna save the best for last. So yeah, hopefully you get the idea what I'm talking about, but yeah, basically, Death was just taking his time. Like, it took him a while, but once Death finally got rid of everyone that survived that night on the Sky High, which I'm gonna call the Space Needle, it finally was on to the last bloodline to get rid of, which was the main characters we follow in this movie. So once she explained that, I feel like that, okay, that just confirmed my theory. That, like, you know, oh god, I don't know. I suck at explaining stuff. Hopefully I'm explaining this right, because I thought this was just like a fun theory. I was just thinking about this randomly, but then I dug deeper, just thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, I'm onto something. This is kind of like a fun theory I just thought of. And just, yeah, basically, all the characters we followed in the past 5 films, they were descendants of whoever was there at the Sky High, and, you know, just, like, I guess, basically, it all began in the 1960s, and Death has been doing this for, like, 50 years now, up to 2025, which, I saw this on Instagram, and this also had just gave me hope that, oh my god, my theory has to be true. I'm onto something. I know I'm cooking something here. With the theory I just thought randomly, but also now I might as well just bring up spoilers, because I definitely need to get a lot off my chest. But here's what I'm gonna say right off the bat. So yeah, I enjoyed the first movie. I surprisingly had fun watching all of these movies. Now, not every one of them is like a 10 out of 10. The best one for me is probably the first one. The second one was entertaining. Third one was okay. Fourth one is claimed to be the worst in the franchise. I had dumb fun with that one. Then the fifth one, I like the third act with that one. I don't know. I'll talk about my thoughts once I do a review, talk about all 5, and might as well include number 6. I'll do a video talking about my thoughts on the franchise in general, but yeah, the first one was basically like number 1 for me, but with number 6, I was hoping to somewhat enjoy this, because unfortunately, I had gotten spoiled on this movie on TikTok. One day, I was on my phone. I was gonna go on TikTok, and the first thing I see is spoilers for the damn movie. How the hell? Like, are you kidding me? How the hell was I supposed to know that I get spoiled for Final Destination? I didn't think spoilers for Final Destination 6 was gonna be on my For You page. Dude, I would be concerned of seeing a spoiler for a Marvel movie on my TikTok, but either way, it doesn't matter either way, because I don't know whether I would have gotten spoiled or not. I would have been pissed off with how this movie had ended, which I'm gonna get to in a sec. But just to give you my thoughts on the movie that I just saw in IMAX, which again, I wasn't planning on seeing this in IMAX, but I think it was kind of worth it, because there were definitely the ratio aspect that did change in certain scenes. I'm like, oh, they actually did film this in IMAX, because usually there's some movies that still have the ratio. It's just shown in IMAX and wherever. But still though. So I have to say, I think this was destined that I'd see this in IMAX, even though I wasn't even planning on seeing this in IMAX. I could have seen this in IMAX. I know I love IMAX. I love seeing movies in IMAX. Well, certain movies in IMAX. Like, for example, if you were to ask me to go see a movie in IMAX, and that'd be Snow White, because I know that had that in IMAX, I'm gonna watch a different movie in IMAX, because no way in hell I'm watching Snow White in IMAX. I would rather watch Thunderbolts or Sinners, or even Mission Impossible 8 in IMAX. But still, back to the point. So, yeah, I actually had fun watching this in IMAX, and yeah, I actually was enjoying this movie, and I was thinking to myself, oh my god, am I gonna have this? Is this gonna be like my favorite out of the 6? because I had number 1 being the best for me, but I was enjoying it. And so yeah, in the past sequels, most of the characters are stupid. You don't give a shit about them. But for this one in particular, I actually was giving a shit about some of the characters. Sure, Eric and Bobby were doing something stupid that got them killed in the process, which, okay, this shouldn't be a spoiler if you know the formula, which, oh right, we probably should have put a spoiler warning above, which, then again, I will, because I am going to be ending this video, but in the movie, there's a hospital scene. I had heard something about a hospital scene. I didn't know what to expect exactly in the hospital scene, but oh my god, that is... Oh man, there are definitely some brutal deaths in this movie. Now, I heard something about that most of it was just CGI, and I'm like, oh great, I'm not going to enjoy some of the kills in here, aren't I? Now, it's not as bad. Now yes, most of the kills are in CGI, but having to see it, yeah, it was like, okay, it's not bad. I can actually let this slide. If anything, it's better than the CGI for the last 2 entries, because they messed with the CGI just for the 3D effect, because 4 and 5 came out around a time 3D was like a big deal in movie theaters, but still though, so I didn't mind. So yeah, there were definitely some brutal kills, especially, oh right, okay, I don't want to talk about this because, for starters, I don't like seeing kids die on screen, which, okay, I don't know if you're listening, which my mom's currently napping right now, but just to be clear, I don't like seeing kids die on screen. I that's a no-go for me. But, oh my god, I'm so conflicted. Like, are you kidding me? Why'd you have to put me in this situation where I have to talk about this? So, there's a move, so in the opening, there's a kid messing with a fountain, picking up a coin, and the security guard is saying that, oh, that's bad luck, don't take coins from the fountain. But, basically, this kid is a little shit. He's a little shit. You dislike him, and what he does, because there's a happy moment happening with Iris and her boyfriend Paul. She's possibly, well, no, not possibly. She's thinking like, oh shit, I might be pregnant. Actually, now thinking about it, she's 2 months pregnant, and she's worried that Paul's not going to be happy about it. But no, his reaction is like, I'm the luckiest guy in the world, because he went to propose to her on top of the Space Needle, and he's happy to hear the news that his girlfriend is pregnant. He's just overall happy to get married and soon start a family with her. But in the scene, right as they go in to celebrate, the kid, like, the security guard told him to not throw a coin out, but the kid just disobeys him right away. And I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding. And then, as soon as everything starts to go to shit, as everything starts to collapse, the kid is like, get out of the way, kids first, or whatever. He almost dies until, right, as soon as he gets to the ground, he's like thinking, I survived. Spot! No, you thought wrong. I made sure you didn't get away, you little shit. The piano falls down, and oh my god, I can understand that's gonna be I hate to say it, that might be one of the most satisfying deaths for the series, but at the same time, like, oh god, I hate saying that, because technically, yeah, this kid was a little shit, but he's still a kid. I don't approve seeing kids die on screen. But I know some fans of the series, I'm not a fan, I'm just a newcomer, a moviegoer. I know some fans will enjoy that. If anything, they'll find that funny, but I'm just like, oh my god. Oh, I hate talking about it. Damn it, why'd you have to put me in this situation? But okay, back to topic. So, you know what, I mean, okay, this might be stupid to say, but I bet everything would have been fine if that kid didn't throw that coin out. Which, actually, no, it doesn't matter, because death would have came after them anyways. But yeah, just back to my thoughts. So, as I was saying, so yeah, I was actually giving a shit about some of these characters. Because I tried to give a shit about the other characters in the last couple of entries. I mainly cared for the characters from the first movie. I tried to care a little bit for 2, 3, 4, maybe 5-ish. I mean, just, I don't know, for the other sequels, I tried to care, but for this one, specifically, I actually gave a shit. I felt bad for some of them getting killed off. Now, at least one I probably didn't care most about was one with the sister, that got killed in a garbage truck, which, that's not a good way to go. Also, this is something that that shocked me, but I'm actually glad they didn't kill him off right away. It was shown in the trailer that, okay, so he's gonna die at the tattoo shop. This character named Eric. So, he lost his dad, unfortunately. He was the first to, like, get killed. Actually, the first to go was Iris, who, oh man, yeah, some of these kills were definitely brutal, but, yeah, I felt bad for Iris getting killed off like that. But, yeah, first was Iris, then, the father at the barbecue area, once he got killed with the lawnmower, and next was, Eric, who we were expecting, like, okay, he's gonna die, getting burned alive at the tattoo shop, but surprisingly, he actually survived that. Okay, thanks to his leather jacket. The only thing he got injured was just his arm as he got burned a bit, but I was like, oh my god, he's actually alive. But I was waiting for him to just get ran over from a truck, but I was like, I wasn't, okay, he's gotta survive, right? Because I looked in the trailer, you kind of, like, how do I explain? So, in the second trailer, you see him, at the end of the second trailer, you can see Eric about to almost get hit, but you could clearly tell he's far away from getting hit. The trailer's making you think that he gets hit by a truck, but no, he's fine. He's totally fine. Like, I knew that once I saw the trailer. I was like, no, yeah, he's close. He's close to almost getting hit, but still though, I was surprised that he actually survived. And there's not like a twist reveal. It's revealed later that he's not related to the dad that got killed by the lawnmower, and he's someone else's dad, which I'm like, are you kidding me? So it's played out in a funny scene, but unfortunately he does die in the hospital scene, which, oh my god, I'm calling it right now, which I'm looking forward to see Dead Meat's kill count for this. I have to believe that is getting the chainsaw reward, I believe. I forgot what was it called. Give me a second. Okay, I can't remember. Only thing I remember is just the dull machete, which would be the lamest kill. That will probably go with, I don't know. I could think about it, but right now I'm not going to think about it. But basically, I'm thinking that kill, Eric's kill, is probably going to get the chainsaw reward on Dead Meat, which definitely go check out Dead Meat's channel. It's a fun YouTube channel where they do kill counts on not just movies, but also shows. And now they're started doing kill counts on video games. But anyway, so yeah. And sadly, I was going to like, oh no, I'm going to feel bad for Bobby getting killed off, which, yeah, he get like, so yeah, I was right. They do see Tony Todd at the hospital, which I remember 3C Films saying something about how, like, he was saying goodbye to the audience, because this is his last performance, because he sadly passed away last year, which I'm still shocked about, because, damn, I was actually devastated to hear that, because he literally was voicing Venom in Spider-Man 2. But, yeah, this is his last performance in Final Destination Bloodlines, because he does show up in the movies, mainly for 1, 2, slightly 3, mainly voicing an animatronic at the roller coaster. Not in 4, which probably for the best, because I hear that's the worst. Someone had fun with that one. I have to see why it's the worst, but he does show up for number 5. But, yeah, I'd say it was a great tribute for him to, you know, show up for the Final Destination Bloodlines, but also, there's a slight twist with his character, which I was shocked about, because there's a kid that Iris tries to save in the beginning of the movie, and it's revealed that he was that kid, and I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding? What? That's crazy. Now they do reference some, like, because Tony Todd's character does reference Kimberly from the second movie, so this is definitely connected. It's not like a soft reboot or a requel or anything. This is definitely Final Destination 6. They do bring up pretty much, because, like, this is definitely taking place after everything that happened from Final Destination 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But yeah, it was nice to see Tony Todd's last performance in this movie. May he rest in peace. It was a nice tribute they gave him. But anyway, so yeah, that kill Eric had, where he had because the machine thing was grabbing a lot of metal, like piercings. It grabbed his earrings, his nose, his nipples. Like, he had everything pierced, even his freaking wiener. Which, who the hell gets a piercing on their wiener? How does that even work? You know what? Doesn't matter, because he goes out in a brutal way. So I was like, okay, I had a feeling he was gonna die somehow, but I was glad he was not killed off early on. But still, damn. All right, sorry. R.I.P. Eric. Sorry he had to go that way. Technically that's on you. That was stupid of you trying to do something because Death was gonna find a way to kill you and Bobby because they try to kill Bobby just so they could bring him back. It's basically similar with what happened to Kimberly in the second Final Destination movie, and Bobby's alright, he's allergic to peanuts. He eats a peanut. He's having an allergic reaction. He gets the gun. He gets the injector thing. Injects himself. He's fine. But then, the magnet spiral thing and the vending machine, and just, I feel bad for Bobby. I feel bad for Bobby. He didn't have to go out like that, but just, yeah, he had a brutal death. But also the mother of the two main characters we follow in this movie, damn, she had as she's gonna say, I'm gonna try to live as long. Are you kidding me? Like, golly, I actually was feeling bad for most of these characters getting killed off. I actually gave a shit about them. But now on to the ending, which honestly, I am very pissed off. I mean, I didn't see the scene played out. I just saw like a slideshow, something. I just saw something. I managed to avoid it, but oh my god, my curiosity got to me, and just, basically, I had it summed up in my idea. I had an idea, as I summed it up, that, okay, these two are probably gonna get killed off. And the way that I saw it, I got my reaction, actually, which I'm gonna actually post on my TikTok. I'm not gonna take any chances posting it on my movie vlog, because I know that's gonna get blocked by WB, but, yeah, I got my reaction for the ending bit, and the way it ended, are you freaking kidding me? That is some bullshit. Like, I know it is traditional for these movies to end with pretty much the main characters dying, like, you can't escape death, it's still gonna get you at the end, but just, are you shitting me? Man, these movies, I didn't sign up for this shit. Like, I'm actually pissed, because I almost wanted to give it a 10 out of 10. But me knowing that something was going to happen at the very end, I figured I was probably going to give it like an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. Maybe just a 9. But just, right now, I think my rating is probably, I don't know. I'm honestly conflicted, because overall, I really did enjoy this movie. What ruined it for me is the goddamn ending. I think that ending, out of all 6 movies, the ending for Final Destination 6, Bloodlines, is the one that pissed me off the most. I know that something like this happened with the third one, where all the characters died in that one. And I know that Kimberly and the cop got killed off screen in between 2 and 3. And same to go for number 4, which, yeah, oh well, they died again, ran over by a freaking truck. But just still, I think this ending, out of all of them, and also the first one. So yeah, the car got killed off, but, honestly, just basically this ending, like the Final Destination 6 ending, is the one that pissed me off the most. I'm actually so pissed off because the way they died by logs, oh my god, it was brutal, and it actually pissed me off. I'm very pissed right now. Like, I honestly want to hate this movie just for that. Like, are you kidding me? I can't like this movie now because of that ending. I hate it. And now I could say, I saw on TikTok that, oh, it could have been a premonition. So, we could see them again in the next movie, which, honestly, I doubt it. I doubt it, because for each sequel, we've been following different characters. So, if they were to make a 7th one, which I don't even know if I want to check out after this one, they're gonna get killed off. There's no escaping death, which, honestly, what is the point of these characters trying to survive death if they're gonna die at the end? Which, honestly, that just pisses me off. But I'm gonna save that for when I do a video, talk about my thoughts on the franchise, on all 6 movies. But just, that ending really pissed me the hell off. I'm actually very pissed off, and just, I'm so conflicted, because I really did enjoy this movie, but that ending, I don't know how anyone else could enjoy that ending. I guess just, these movies just aren't for me, because I cared about these guys, and just, the way they went out, they did not deserve that. Are you shitting me? Like, god damn. Just, I don't know if I want to rewatch it again. I mean, I'll probably rewatch it one more time once it's on HBO Max, but just, this is some bullshit. But anyway, so like I said, I'm conflicted. I don't know what rating to give it. I'll say this. I think this is probably my favorite out of the 6, even though I'm very pissed off with the ending. I really hate that ending. Now, this is not like a Joker 2 situation, because this is definitely a fun movie. I definitely recommend checking this out in theaters, in IMAX, or in 40X. You want to see it in 40X. That I think you'll probably have a fun experience with that one. Sure, IMAX is great, but 40X, oh yeah. I know I've not seen it in 40X, but take my word for it and go check this out in any format, especially in IMAX, or what I'm recommending, 40X. So yeah, my rating is probably going to be an 8 or an 8.5 out of 10 this one. Overall, 4 stars on Letterboxd. But I definitely did enjoy this movie. I'm just very pissed off with the ending. I'm not cool with that. So screw you. I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. But anyways, that's my thoughts for Final Destination Bloodlines. Pretty much dumps a couple of spoilers. I made this 30 minutes long. Hopefully I'm able to post this. I probably won't. I don't know. We shall see. I'll probably edit. Actually, no, I would need to insert photos just so you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this movie review on Final Destination Bloodlines. And yeah, I'll see you all for when I try to get a video out, talk about my thoughts on the Final Destination franchise. And then maybe my movie reactions, whether now sometime this month or most likely in October, when I'm going to try to do a highlight of my reaction on the kills. But anyways, as always, I'll see you guys in the next movie vlog or movie review. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.